Now that Kim's kids are getting older, North Chicago Saint and Som have some upgraded house rules. Here's how Kim Kardashian is parenting her kids post-divorce. Number 1. No live streaming. Northwest went live and ran into Kim's bedroom with the camera showing Kim in bed. LOL. Y'all, North is going to make Chris work so hard.
Mom, I'm live!
No, stop. You're not allowed.
Last December, Kim's oldest daughter, Northwest, went live on TikTok, which was totally against the Kardashian West household rules. North was just 8 years old when she decided to defy her mom's rules and give her fans what they desperately wanted: an amateur, shaky, giggle-filled tour of the family's house.
Well, stop making weird sounds, right?
North went live on the app, having a blast, showing her many followers around her home, giving them a behind-the-scenes look at the famous family's house. The fun stopped when North entered her mom's bedroom and Kim realized what was going on. With everything Kim has been through in her career, before and after kids, it's no wonder she's not letting her kids browse the internet unmonitored. Number 2. Tick-Tock Rules. If I was Kim, I would just deny everything and pretend it didn't happen to my kids. Kim later responded to her daughter going live, admitting that she lets her kids use social media when they're being monitored. She also said that she doesn't really blame North for being so open on social media, adding that she probably gets it from her father, Kanye. She said, I mean, Northwest is Kanye West's daughter. Forget that. She's his twin, so she will still definitely do all of the above. Right. Not like she doesn't also have a mother who's queen of the gram. Number 3. One-on-one time. Maybe one of the most important rules that Kim has for her kids is that they all get some one-on-one time with mom. In a post to Instagram, Kim shared a photo of her and her son Saint, captioning the post, Mommy and Son Day today. With 4 kids and multiple businesses to run, it's probably hard to give each kid their individual mommy time, but Kim makes it a priority in her household. Number 4. Makeup rules. As the owner of a major cosmetics brand, it's only natural that Kim lets her kids experiment with makeup and beauty looks.
It's always so much fun.
North has also been trying her hand at costume makeup and special effects makeup, which Kim shared to socials writing, "My creative baby." Kim has also said she's into letting her kids express themselves, whether it's through makeup, clothes, or art. Of her daughter North's painting hobby, she said, I love seeing the personality and the moods and everything that she goes through and is feeling. It's really been an amazing hobby of hers.
Okay, I think that's enough foundation.
Number 5. Co-parenting with Kanye. Even though Kim and Kanye had some rocky times post-divorce in 2021, the pair are now well on their way to co-parenting their kids amicably. It was recently revealed that Kanye has been spending time with the kids. Despite claiming he didn't receive an invite, the rapper was in attendance at Little Chicago's recent birthday party. After the event, Ye shared on Instagram saying, I just came from Cheese Party, and I got a shout out to Travis Scott for sending me the address and the time and making sure that I was able to spend that birthday memory with my daughter to be there with the rest of the family. As for Kim, no matter what happens, she'll have Kanye's back. She said, I'm always just hopeful, and no matter what goes on, it's the father of my kids. I'll always be protective. You could be so hurt or angry at your ex, but I think in front of the kids, it always has to be, your dad's the best. Number 6. Pete's involvement.
Getting to know him, he's really, truly, like, the nicest human being.
Now that Kim and SNL star Pete Davidson are officially dating, the star opened up about how she's also letting her new guy into her kids' lives. Although Kim does have some strict rules when it comes to parenting her kids, she's also open to letting them experience new things and people.
I think you guys will definitely see my perspective. He's not opposed to it.
Pete has slowly been getting to know the 4 kids, but Kim isn't rushing the relationship, letting it happen as the kids feel comfortable. As for whether Pete is good with kids, I mean, he's basically a big kid himself.
This is a man's game, son.
Number 7. More kids?
I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling really dirty tonight.
Is 4 kids enough? Some fans are now speculating that given Kim's relationship with Pete Davidson, the KKW beauty owner may be ready to add another kid to her crew. While Kourtney Kardashian shared that she wants 2 more kids with her new husband, Travis Barker, Kim also hinted that she may be into having kids with Pete. Only time will tell. Number 8. photo ops welcome. Kim is constantly sharing photos of her kids on social media. While some celeb parents prefer to keep their children's faces away from the public eye, Kim knows the value of some good publicity and doesn't mind letting her little ones show their cuteness for all the world to see.
Okay, 1 second. Let me finish talking.
Because of Kim's social media rules and allowing her children to participate in filming for TV and photo shoots, we definitely see a career in entertainment in these kids' futures. Number 9. No timeouts. Kim added that even though she believes in disciplining her kids when necessary, the whole timeout thing didn't go over well in their house. Kim revealed that once, when she sent North to timeout, the little girl took it as a positive and gave herself a relaxing spa day. Hey, she learned from the best. Now, Kim believes in letting her kids learn organically, meaning that timeouts aren't always the most constructive way to discipline. Number 10. Style matters. Since the beginning of her career, Kim has been fully immersed in the world of fashion. Kim's kids also follow their mom's fashion rules and can usually be seen wearing the latest trends and high-end fashion brands. North, in particular, has been showing off her individual style lately and showing the world what it means to be a trendsetter before the age of 10. North had her own stylist by the age of 2 years old and was posed for the cover of Beauty Inc. at just 5. Number 11. Work ethic lessons.
Get your ass up and work.
Growing up, Kim learned about hard work from her parents, especially the hardworking momager Kris Jenner. These days, Kim is making sure her kids know the value of work ethic and make sure they see both of their parents working hard for the life they live. With multiple businesses, shows, and brands, nobody can say Kim doesn't work hard. Number 12. Tight schedule. With 4 kids and a full-time job, Kim keeps her household ship sailing smoothly by making sure that everyone runs on a tight, strict schedule. That means scheduling in time for work, naps, meals, vacations, playtime, and yes, even cuddle time is penciled in. Kim makes sure to schedule in 15 minutes of cuddle time with the kiddos every day. Aww. Number 13. Family first. As always, Kim and her siblings know that family should come first. That's why all the little Kar-Jenner kids are more like siblings than cousins. Chicago and Stormi recently celebrated their birthdays together, and it's common for these kids to share joint celebrations. Kim makes sure that her kids know the value in staying close with family. And who knows, we may be seeing the second generation of the reality show series down the road. Number 14. Cleanliness is next to Kardashian-ness. With a house that's almost entirely white, it was no wonder that Kim liked to keep things clean when the kids were young. This mom of 4 had no choice but to eliminate certain messy toys and foods after her kids made messes in their Architectural Digest-worthy masterpiece of a home. Once, Kim's kids decided that the family's concrete bathtub looked like a great canvas for their coloring project. Another time, Kim had to switch to white cheddar snacks only after the kids got Cheeto powder all over her white furniture. She said, "Thank God for white cheddar Cheetos instead of the orange Cheetos. I had to switch." Number 15. Religion, their choice.
Like, you put me in such an uncomfortable situation.
Even though Kim's ex has shared that he's very serious about religion, Kim is taking a different approach to her kids, following a spiritual path. Kim's kids are given a good example, but are also allowed to make their own choices when it comes to going to church or what they believe. Love it! Number 16. Nannies. Even with plenty of rules in place to avoid chaos and maintain order, Kim still needs some help with her kids. That's what nannies are for. Luckily, Kim and her siblings have access to some great childcare help, and Kim doesn't mind getting a helping hand when the family is out and about. She actually has a nanny assigned to each child to make sure everyone stays safe and happy. Number 17. Twins. While it's not necessarily a rule, Kim does love that some of her kids are turning into little mini-me's. She revealed that she thinks Little Saint is like her twin. Do you see the resemblance? Or does Chicago bear a more striking resemblance to the beauty queen mom? Whether or not Kim's kids end up looking more like her or their dad Kanye, they're really adorable. Number 18. Hair extensions, okay. She is allowed twice a year on her birthday and birthday party. This pic was taken back in June on her B-Day. Kim is a big fan of both hair extensions and wigs, and is known to add volume and length to her hair for events and red carpet appearances. And although her kids are still young, she's alright with letting them play with different hairstyles. When North was younger, she also let her straighten her hair once in a while, being sure to also show her some gorgeous natural hairstyles to rock her unique beauty. Number 19. private bodyguards. To make sure everyone stays safe when the family is out in public, Kim has private bodyguards assigned to the kids. Though they have a lot of privileges, these famous toddlers and near teens don't have the same freedom as most kids their age. North St., Chicago, and Som have to be super careful when they're in public with paparazzi around.
Sorry,
Number 20. No keeping up with the Kardashians. Yet. One of the most important rules in the Kardashian household, the kids are still not allowed to watch the family on TV. Hey, there's some pretty heavy material in those early Keeping Up with the Kardashian seasons. Would you let your kids watch you getting into fights, partying, and arguing with your family? Probably not. It's no wonder that Kim is keeping her little ones away from the family's reality series for as long as possible.
Don't cry!
I'm trying not to hurt you, baby.
You are!
Parenting is hard, real hard. And while being the child of celebrities comes with all kinds of perks, like private jets, hobnobbing with elites, designer brands, you name it, it also comes with its own set of strict rules. Right now, we're going to go through just a few of those rules that celeb kids have to follow.
There are certain things you're not allowed to do till you're older. You can't drive my car, you can't try alcohol. It's just the way it is.
Number 1. Kim K's trendy dress code. It may come as no surprise, but Kim Kardashian and Kanye West's kids are expected to always be fashionable. That means no walking out of the house in pajamas or in mismatched socks. As two very visible public figures and as style icons themselves, both Kim and Kanye want to make sure that their kids match them in fashion. That means only dressing in the latest styles and carefully coordinating outfits, sometimes with each other even, in order to be photo-ready at all times. So much for kid-like self-expression, these little ones have to work the paparazzi like adults. Number 2. No sleepovers for culture. Sleepovers. Fun with friends until late at night. Prank phone calls, pizza. But Culture, Cardi B's daughter, will be experiencing none of that. Why? Because Cardi has a strict no sleepover ever policy. Cardi's own mother instituted the same rule when Cardi was a kid. But Cardi was a rebel and often broke her mother's rules. Now, as an adult, Cardi sees the sense in her mother's judgment. After having lived a rough life and gotten into trouble more than once, the rapper applies the same rule to her own daughter in order to ensure a happy and safe childhood. Overprotective or a caring mother, it's clear that Cardi just wants what's best for Culture. Number 3. Megan Fox's no internet or TV rule. Wouldn't it be nice if kids were less addicted to the internet and TV? Megan Fox sure thinks so, and as a result, her kids are prohibited from both. I mean, sure, some celeb parents limit screen time, but in Megan's house, it is a big, fat, across-the-board no. For one, the kids are not allowed to use computers until 8th grade. So, no World Wide Web until then. And because Meghan finds TV to be so nonstop, it is altogether prohibited in her household. She does, however, allow her kids to watch movies as they have a start and end. So, no binge fest for these tykes. Number 4. Beyonce's Motorcade for kids. While most of us walked, biked, or got to school in our parents' sedan, Beyonce's kids get a full-on motorcade with security. That's right, the Carter children are not let out of the house without a full-on entourage. Perhaps Beyonce just wants her kids treated like the music royalty they are. Or maybe she just wants them to be safe. Whatever the reason, no leaving the house until the motorcade shows up. Is that clear? Number 5. Gigi's multicultural combos. And on the softer side of things is Gigi Hadid and Zayn Malik's approach to parenting, multicultural style. As both the model and singer are first-gen kids themselves, they feel a responsibility to be the bridge of multiculturalism for their daughter Kai, and engage in conversations about their mixed identities with her, so that she can grow up proud and with her own sense of self. As Gigi tells People, I think that Kai will grow up feeling out the way that she can or wants to be a bridge for her different ethnicities. But I think that it will be nice to be able to have those conversations and see where she comes from with it, without us putting that onto her. I think we can give these two an A for mature parenting. Number 6. No microwaves at Kourtney's place. Microwaves are great for those of us on the go and in need of a quick meal. But for Kourtney Kardashian, they are a thing to be avoided at all costs. So when any of her kids need a quick snack or need to heat a meal, they have to wait for their food to warm on the stovetop. Why, you might ask? Well, Kourtney believes that the toxins from plastic containers seep into food when microwaved, and she will have none of that around her kids. Kourtney is known to eat clean, as they say, and to be very health conscious, especially when it comes to her kids. So it really should come as no surprise that microwaves are out. Number 7. J-Lo's homework before technology rule. Getting kids to do their homework can be a Herculean task for some parents. But for J-Lo, the rule of no technology until all papers are written and equations are solved seems to work. Kids Emmy, Maribel, David, and Maximilian are not allowed onto any kind of technology until their homework is done. This sounds like an especially good rule if you want kids with good grades. Number 8. Masked visitors only at Kylie's house. Kylie Jenner may be a young mom, but that doesn't mean she doesn't have all the traits of an overprotective mama bear. While Stormi and her little brother, official name is still to be announced, live and play in the lap of luxury and have many freedoms themselves, those who come to see them do not. Visitors outside the family and staff are expected to wear medical masks when around the children, in order to protect the kiddos from germs and infections. Kylie, ever the trendsetter, was enforcing masks long before COVID and will be long after as well. Number 9. Kourtney's silk pillowcases. And while we're on a Jen-Dashian streak, we might as well include another one of Kourtney's more, unconventional rules. Silk pillowcases for all the kids. That's right, these tykes are not laying their heads down on high thread count Egyptian cotton. Rather, they're going to bed on luxurious silk. Studies have shown that silk pillowcases reduce the appearance of wrinkles over time. Kourtney's getting ahead and ensuring that her little one's skin stays youthful, healthy, and taut for the long haul. Hey, maybe we should all give silk pillowcases a go. Number 10. No tablets for the royal kids. Sometimes a tablet does well to quiet a fussy kid, but the royal children will have to make do without. Kate Middleton and Prince William do not allow their children George, Charlotte, and Louis access to the likes of any smart gadgets, such as iPads and iPhones. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry took after the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge's example and instituted the same rule for little Archie. Who says being a royal doesn't come with its downsides? Number 11. Kristen Bell's bedtime lock-in. Some kids are fussy sleepers, not wanting to go to bed and all. Others sneak out to the living room to catch late-night TV while mom and dad snooze. But not in Kristen Bell's household. Belle locks her daughter Delta into her room once it's lights out. We certainly think that this one is on the more extreme side of the rule spectrum. Don't you? Number 12. No high-carb food for Gwyneth Paltrow's kids. Mother of Goop and all-around machine, Gwyneth Paltrow has a lot of strict rules for herself and her kids. Paltrow often gives insights about her family life on her Goop blog, and while known for having a strict diet herself, she enforces the same rules upon her kids. Apple and Moses are not allowed a high-carb food diet. That's right, no cinnamon rolls or cakes for these two. Additionally, the kids are not allowed any gluten. So no bread either. Looks like Paltrow takes her kids' health seriously, to say the least. Number 13. Jessica Alba's punishment practice. When kids misbehave, some go to their room. Some get no dessert, others lose internet privileges. In Jessica Alba's household, however, when you do something bad, you stand facing the wall until you're released. Alba and husband Cash Warren use this archaic rule in their house to bring down the hammer when necessary. Guess their 3 kids, Honor, Hayes, and Haven, can describe in perfect detail the color of the Alba Warren household's walls. Number 14. Julia Roberts' no junk food rule. What parent doesn't want their kid to eat healthy? Julia Roberts takes it a little further for her 3 kids, Hazel, Phineas, and Henry. Roberts bans sweets and junk food altogether, as the proud mom is just watching out for her kids' health in the long run. However, the actress isn't so rigid as to not permit the occasional sweet or snack. The rule is suspended on special occasions. Well done, Julia. Well done. Number 15. Kate Winslet's strict bedtime for kids. Ever tried to get a toddler to bed? Or even a kid, for that matter? There are fewer arduous tasks than getting a kid to go to sleep at a sensible hour. But while her kids are small, Kate Winslet manages to get the job done by enforcing a very strict and early bedtime. 7:30 p.m. to be exact. She also doesn't allow any jumping on the beds, as she views the game to be dangerous. Guest bedtime and beds in the Winslet household are no laughing matter.
You don't get a childhood back. This is it, you know, that's it for children, it's right now.
Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker have very different parenting styles. How will these soon-to-be newlyweds and parents of 5+ navigate co-parenting after tying the knot?
This is such a dream come true.
Family vacations. The Kardashian family loves their vacations. A once-a-year event for normal families is a monthly or weekly occurrence for the successful Kar-Jenner clan. Kourtney is partial to luxurious beach trips, lavish ski resorts, and romantic desert trips. When the kids are involved, Kourtney and Travis choose family-friendly vacays. In May of 2021, the gang all visited the happiest place on earth, and were joined by Barker's kids, who he shares with ex-wife Shanna Moakler. The group also took a snowy trip down the slopes in Deer Valley, Utah, with Barker's daughter Alabama and stepdaughter Atiana, shortly after the pair announced their official relationship. After getting married, will Kourtney and Travis continue traveling with all their kids together? While the older kids might soon be over Disney, it's likely we'll see more full-on Kardashian-Barker ski trips this coming winter season. Who picks clothing? Kourtney is big on letting her kids find their own style. Since her daughter Penelope was younger, Kourtney allowed her to choose her own outfits as a way to express herself. The mom of 3 said, "I love for her to choose and be herself." Since dating Travis, Kourtney's style has evolved to incorporate more of the rocker lifestyle. She's giving us more leather, sheer, and fur looks, and fans are loving it. Before, she was more in the realm of Scott Disick's California prep looks. Will the kids follow in the footsteps of Disick's trendy style, or gravitate towards the Barker look of ripped jeans and band tees? Social media. While co-parenting their kids, Kourtney and Travis will have to agree on the family's social media rules. The Poosh founder is big on no TikTok or Instagram for her kids until they're old enough and responsible. The rule began after Mason's big mess-ups on the internet, when he revealed personal information to his followers that the fam did not want leaked. But Barker's kids all have social media and use it for their personal and artistic endeavors. Barker's son Landon has Instagram and uses social media to fuel his music career. Travis's older daughter Alabama also uses Instagram for modeling and brand endorsements. Home sweet home. Where will they all live? Blink-182 drummer Travis Barker is already the owner of 2 mansion estates in Calabasas, worth over $10 million in all. The musician previously rented one of his homes out and lived in the other. Barker's ex Moakler jokingly said on Instagram that the kids spend more time with their dad because he lives behind 2 gates, has a mega mansion, and is cooler than me. However, Kourtney's home is where her younger kids have lived for most of their lives. But in June, the star dropped around $12 million on a Palm Springs mansion that includes a 15-hole golf course and 6 bedrooms big enough for the whole family. It sounds like they have a few decent options. Daily dinners. Dinner time is family time at Kourt's house. While co-parenting, Kourt and Barker will have to figure out family dinner rules. The former reality TV star makes sure that when she's not working, neither is her nanny. Kourtney likes to be the one raising her kids and spending quality time together during bedtime, evenings, and meals. Since Travis Barker's kids are older, he's not as accustomed to the full-time parenting style that Kourtney's into. After joining forces, will the couple continue to be as hands-on as Kourt has been over the last 11 years? More kids. Along with parenting the kids they already have, Kourtney and Travis are deciding if they should add to their blended family. Do you think Kourt and Barker will be bringing more kids into their household? 42-year-old Kardashian recently opened up about the pressure she felt to preserve her fertility options in case she decides to have more kids in the future. Although at the time, she wasn't sure, and said, "I don't know if I even want to have another kid, or if that's like in the future or whatever." With the couple moving so quickly from dating to marriage, a baby doesn't seem totally out of the question. Encouraging music. Kourtney's kids may still be young, but she and Travis are encouraging all their children to follow their dreams with a strong push on musical careers. Barker gave Kourtney's daughter Penelope her own drum set as a gift, and the 9-year-old is already showing off her talent. Kourtney shared a video of Penelope and Barker jamming out. Travis's 18-year-old son Landon has already begun his career in music and has produced rap music since his stint on the family's MTV reality show, Meet the Barkers. Education and careers. While music may not be in the cards for all of Kourtney and Travis's kids, the pair are encouraging them to pursue education or careers in whatever they feel passionate about, without the pressure of going to college or being majorly successful. Art is about self-expression, and that's what Travis taught his 2 older daughter and stepdaughters, Atiana and Alabama. 22-year-old Atiana is a talented artist and is building a career as a model and influencer, while 15-year-old Alabama is also pursuing a future in fashion. Supporting choices. Travis and Kourt might have different rules for their kids, but marriage is all about compromising and supporting each other's parenting decisions. Kourtney has been a strong believer in a strict routine for her kids.
The bedtime routine and doing the books and
Whether or not that's how Barker raises his teens, the important thing is that Kourt supports his parenting choices. Healthy food. Fans know that Kourtney is raising her kids with a healthy diet. Mason, Penelope, and Rain grew up on a mostly no-sugar, health food lifestyle. She's been known to opt for vegan, gluten-free, and all-natural snack choices. Travis Barker is a little more relaxed when it comes to his kids eating junk food. And he's even pulled Kourt into the McDonald's dark side on occasion. Once they're living together permanently, will Kourtney's parenting rules on health food loosen up a smidge? Everyone gets along. One thing the couple doesn't have to worry about is their kids getting along and bonding. Since Travis and Kourtney were neighbors since 2017, their kids were already friends. In an older episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kourtney mentioned the Barker fam, saying,
His kids and my kids are really good friends.
Despite their age gap, Mason gets along with both Alabama and Landon, while the 2 older girls are also close with Kourtney. Tattoos allowed? As Kourt's kids get closer to the dreaded teen years, will she have to steer them away from dreams of arm sleeves and ink? With a cool rocker stepdad like Travis Barker, it's likely the older kids will soon be asking for tattoos of their own. Since Kourtney recently tried her hand at inking, giving Barker an I love you script on his arm, do you think Mason and Penelope will be allowed to get tattoos? Give it time. While co-parenting, Kourtney and Travis will give all the kids time to adjust to the new arrangement, making sure that they bond through activities and that everyone is comfortable. Barker and his kids are as close as Kourtney and her 3, so the trust is definitely there. In 2020, Alabama wrote her dad via social media, "Dad, I love you so much. Thank you for all you do for me in my life. You've been there through thick and thin." Disick experience. Since their split in 2015, Kourtney and her ex Scott Disick have been navigating the co-parenting lifestyle.
It's not harder, it's just different.
Since parting ways, Kourtney and Scott raised Mason, Penelope, and Rain together, finding ways to be respectful and pleasant to each other around the kids. Kourtney had plenty of experience sharing parenting responsibilities with another person, and will bring that to the table in her new relationship. Travis also shares a past of co-parenting and raising a stepdaughter. Grown-up vacations. While traveling with the kids is important, Kourtney and Travis also make time for romantic getaways. Alone time is an important part of parenting after all. While dating, Kourt and Barker often showed off their one-on-one trips, brimming with PDA and gram-worthy pics. The pair took a romantic trip to Cabo while dating, where they rode horses on the beach and enjoyed fireworks. Their dreamy getaway to the Utah desert made headlines for some noteworthy PDA moments. Before their engagement, Travis and Kourtney also ventured to Europe. The couple enjoyed some Portofino pasta and a little more PDA.
Cardi B's daughter Kulture and her new baby with rapper Offset will have lots of strict rules to follow while growing up. Money and privilege. Since Cardi B grew up in the Bronx in a low-income family, she wants to make sure that her kids have everything they could ever want and need. So far, her daughter Kulture Kiari is living a lavish life full of designer clothes, toys, cars, trips, and parties. The rapper has an earned net worth of over $40 million, while husband Offset is worth around $26 million. So it's safe to say that Kulture is well off and won't have to worry about money while she's growing up. Recently, Cardi even treated her 3-year-old daughter to a shopping spree costing over $29,000, getting the little girl her own mini Chanel, Gucci, and Dolce & Gabbana bags. strict parenting style. While growing up, Cardi wasn't allowed to go wherever she wanted. Her mom was strict and made sure Cardi didn't get into too much trouble. Cardi told People magazine, "My mom tried to stop me from all of that, but I still did it." Cardi plans to raise Culture and the new baby with the same effort her mom had to keep them safe. She said of parenting her kids, "I'm going to be very strict. Like, you can have whatever you want, but you can't do whatever you want." Pacifiers allowed. Cardi may have taken some lessons in strictness from her own mom, but she's also relaxed with certain aspects of parenting. Cardi doesn't mind letting her kids make their own rules for things like when to ditch the pacifier. The mom of two recently took some heat for letting her then 2-year-old use a pacifier, but defended herself on Twitter, writing, "Some kids are not like your kids. Some kids don't leave their passy fast, or bottle or potty trained faster than others. Stop telling moms what to do with their kids. All kids are different." College encouraged. Even though Cardi isn't a college graduate, she has big educational plans for her own kids. Cardi revealed that she sees her daughter attending post-secondary school in the future. She wants to make sure she works hard enough to pay for school and everything Culture needs. She said, "I'm thinking about how my money's going to last, so this girl is 21 and put in college." How to deal with haters. Cardi B is already teaching her daughter how to ignore the haters. The rapper mom faces tons of criticism from the media and mom shaming on the internet, but she's showing Culture how to brush it off and continue to be her authentic self. Of how she'll show Culture how to overcome the hate, she says that she'll tell her, "Don't worry what people say, dream big and follow it." Surrounded by family. The Up singer grew up with a tight-knit family and wants the same experience for her kids. When Cardi and Offset's second child was born this year, the rapper opened up about her son's budding relationship with his extended family. "He's already loved so much by family and friends, and we can't wait to introduce him to his other siblings." The mom is strict about her kids spending plenty of time with their dad, Offset, even with the parents' busy work and travel schedules. Cardi also plans on making sure both kids stay humble and pay plenty of visits to Grandma's house in the Bronx.
That if you could survive in the Bronx, you could survive anywhere.
Big sister rules. Cardi sees Culture's relationship with her younger brother as mirroring her own closeness with her younger sister, Hennessy. The successful rapper has always shown appreciation for her sister and recently treated Hennessy to a new Mercedes G-Wagon as a Christmas gift. Who else wishes Cardi was their sister? The performer hopes that Culture will take on that big sister role as well.
My baby's cute.
Caring for her little brother. Cardi wants to instill in Culture the responsibility of taking care of her new little brother. Culture has been excited about being a big sister since before Cardi even announced her pregnancy. The toddler was filmed offering the baby a toy.
Oh, baby's sleeping.
As for Culture and her brother, Cardi said, "But one thing for sure is they'll have each other's backs like no one else ever will."
But you want a brother or sister?
Brother.
High fashion fits. Cardi's kids would never be caught in clothing or accessories that don't fit in with her high fashion brand. Culture has a closet full of designer duds that match her mom's looks. Since she was born, Culture's had a wardrobe to rival most celebs. Recently, Cardi showed off Culture's Gucci fit on Instagram, and of course, you have to have your casual Balenciaga looks and Burberry ponchos. A little Louis Vuitton, anyone? Besides her closet full of designer clothes, Culture also has a wardrobe full of mommy and me matching looks. Cardi can't stop twinning with her daughter. The pair even have matching pink Hermes Birkins. Cardi recently shared a photo of their matching Burberry pleated skirts and hats worth $1,000. For Culture's second birthday, Dad Offset joined the twinning fun with matching plaid looks. Influencer lifestyle. Unlike some parents who keep social media away from their kids for as long as possible, Cardi set Culture up early. The rapper mom started her daughter's personal Instagram page to show off the toddler's cool outfits and document her growing up. We have to wonder how long it will take before this mini fashionista takes over the account for herself. In the meantime, we love watching Culture's cute moments. The 3-year-old recently showed us a feed post of her second day of school, and we're crying. Like, how adorable can one kid get? No bad attitudes. Cardi B's strict rules include teaching Culture and her brother to keep a positive attitude and good manners. Please and thank you go a long way, am I right?
Thank you.
Thank you, Mom. Yay!
When Culture was younger and started to find her personality, Cardi admitted that her toddler was giving her some attitude, and the new mom was struggling to learn how to handle the newfound sass. Cardi told People magazine, "She's just getting smarter by the day. She's recognizing everybody, she knows what she likes, she has attitude. That's just the terrible twos, Cardi." Special time with mom. On top of spending quality time with dad, grandma, and the rest of the family, Cardi makes sure her kids get lots of special time with mom. Even with her work schedule, the rapper mom takes on most of the childcare responsibility to spend time with her two littles.
So, Culture, what you eating?
Pepino.
Pepino.
She said, I don't want to miss nothing from my baby. I read that babies forget people so quick. I don't want her to forget me. I don't want her thinking that somebody else is her mom. I want her to love me as her mom. After Culture was born, Cardi canceled a planned tour with Bruno Mars, apologizing to fans, but saying that she didn't want to be away from her daughter for weeks at a time. Businesswoman future. Cardi is killing it in the music industry. WAP debuted on the Billboard charts at #1 and broke records for streaming in its first week. Not to mention that Cardi is already the owner of 8 Grammy Awards for her hits. But the rapper has different plans for Culture. Cardi revealed that she hopes to see her daughter take on a career in business away from entertainment. In an interview with Vogue, Cardi said she wants to see Culture have a successful career as a businesswoman.
I wish for her to be a successful businesswoman, independent woman, confident woman.
Kid-friendly music only. One of Cardi's strict rules for the kids is that they have to stick to kid-friendly music. No surprise, that means no WAP for little Culture or her brother. When fans asked why Cardi makes music that her own kids can't even listen to, she had a great response. I'm not JoJo Siwa. I don't make music for kids, I make music for adults. Parents are responsible on what their children listen to or see. Cardi also added a defense for other moms working in the entertainment industry. Go Cardi! Close to home. Unlike most kids who spend the night at their friends' houses and enjoy slumber parties, Culture will not be leaving the house for overnight trips. Cardi revealed that she wouldn't allow sleepovers, the same way her mom wouldn't allow her to stay out all night. The WAP singer wants to keep a close eye on Culture, especially when she enters her teen years. The rapper said that she was a rebellious teen and doesn't want her kids to follow the same path. Penelope, North, Mason, and the other Kar-Jenner kids have some strict rules for social media.
This isn't keeping up with the Kardashians, this is keeping up with the kids.
Looking out for each other. Just like their parents, the younger generation of Kardashians and Jenners are all about having each other's backs. The older kids, including Kim's daughter North and Kourtney's son Mason and daughter Penelope, are especially close and spend a lot of time together. Recently, Mason, who is the oldest of Kris Jenner's adorable grandkids, reached out to Kim to voice his concern for 8-year-old North's new foray into social media. The 12-year-old texted the KKW Beauty founder, writing, "Hi, I don't want to disrespect North, but I don't think she should be doing the lives unless someone is with her, because people are always screen recording and she might tell information that isn't correct and stuff like that she will regret." Kim replied saying, "I appreciate you looking out, Mason, and I agree. She felt bad and I don't think she will do it again, but it could be good if you talk to her about it." Mason agreed to have a heart-to-heart with North the next time he would come over. So sweet. No family secrets. Mason is being extra careful about his little cousins after accidentally spilling some private family secrets himself. In a few unapproved by Courtney live streams, Mason spilled the tea on the Kardashians' love lives. He didn't hesitate to discredit a rumor for his fans that in fact his aunt Kylie Jenner and her boyfriend Travis Scott were back together at the time.
No, Kylie and Travis are not back together.
Quickly following the live, Mason's Instagram account was deleted and Courtney confirmed that her son had started the account without permission from his parents. She said, "He started an Instagram yesterday and he didn't ask us. I did delete it because Scott and I felt like he's 10. No going live. In his text to Kim, Mason Disick went on to caution his younger cousin about posting regret. "I did the exact same thing as she did." He said, "I would do the lives and now I regret saying one of the things that I said." Courtney's son was right about one thing. Kim has a strict no live rule for North. When North went live without Kim's permission, she decided to give fans a house tour and a peek into their Sing display while giggling and running around with her friends. The fun ends when she finds Kim laying in bed.
Mom, I'm live!
After Courtney initially deleted Mason's Instagram profile and turned his TikTok account to private, he sneakily switched it back to public and went live again.
I would have had 2.7 mil by now if I kept it up.
This time, when a follower asked why his account was deleted, he said,
"It got deleted because I was too young, because I went viral."
Kim later said that she has rules about social media for her kids. She also said that North later felt bad about breaking the rules and apologized. Joint account with mom. In November, North launched her TikTok account called Kim and North, which is a joint profile with her mom. At 8 years old, she's still too young for the responsibility of managing an account on her own. Kourtney Kardashian's 9-year-old Penelope has also started her own account with her mom called P and Court, where she can share her own versions of TikTok trends, dances, and of course, her daily beauty routine. And while these kiddos may get away with unapproved posts from time to time, the profiles still clearly state account managed by an adult. Age limits. While some of the younger Kar Jenner kids are often seen on Instagram through their parents' accounts, only the older kids are actually allowed to post, and all with their parents' supervision, of course. After Mason's mishap when he was 10, Courtney revealed that she and Scott agreed that 13 was an appropriate age for their son to have his own Instagram and TikTok accounts. The creators of the app agree, given that their guidelines are that users have to be 13 to register. Penelope's joint account with Courtney was disabled multiple times after her string of shares, likely because it was flagged as being an underage profile. No reading comments. Most celebs will probably tell you that the quickest way to feel down is to read the comments on your social media. Some followers seriously have no shame when it comes to trolling stars' social media.
He blocked me.
One rule for the Kar Jenner kids is to stay away from the comments section. Not that Kim and her sisters always follow this rule themselves. While Kylie, Courtney, and Khloe rarely respond to comments, Kim clearly takes some criticisms to heart.
Just the scrutiny that we get all the time, we try to avoid that.
Since she's been known to change captions and posts following negative remarks in the comments. Once after captioning a photo of her and Courtney with "somehow in this crazy life we found each other," a fan commented, "Yeah, because you're sisters," leading the star to quickly alter her caption.
Just want to make sure we handle it. Let's get it over with. No time to freak out.
No sharing bank info. This should definitely be a no-brainer kind of rule for anyone who decides to have a social media account. Doesn't it go without saying that you shouldn't share your bank info with strangers? For the Kar Jenner kids on the internet, it's inevitable that there will be folks trying to take advantage of the kids' privileged lifestyles and their parents' massive net worths. In comments on North's TikTok posts, some followers were shamelessly trying to get Kim's credit card number, writing, "Northie, can you show us Mummy's credit card?" And another writing, "Northie, do you know how to do a bank transfer?" And even asking her if she can send them a Venmo. One user wrote, "Hey, did you hear about the trend where you give us your parents' bank info?" No oversharing. Kim wasn't too surprised when North decided to go rogue and overshare on the app. She is, after all, the queen of oversharing her life. She had cameras follow her around for decades.
My name is Kim Kardashian.
No.
And daddy is Kanye West.
The star said that North also takes after her father's tendency to overshare, saying, "I mean, North West is Kanye West's daughter. Forget that, she's his twin, so she will definitely do all of the above." But for her daughter, Kim is trying to teach some restraint. She said, "And then I was like, oh, it's too funny, I have to. But there are some things when I'm like, you know what, let's not post that." Learning the business. Some of the family members are using social media to teach the kids to manage business on the internet. Kim, Court, and Kylie all use their Instagram platforms to market and promote their brands on a daily basis. Kylie is especially into showing her daughter, Stormi Webster, the ropes. The almost 4-year-old already has her face attached to Kylie's brand, Kylie Baby, in addition to having her name trademarked for future business endeavors.
She has her own office where she gets all her business done.
No calling out other celebs. Mason got into trouble once again when he was given some social media privileges only to make more mistakes on the internet. The then 11-year-old revealed his thoughts about the makeup guru Jeffree Star, throwing shade and calling the media celeb spoiled AF.
Jeffree Star's spoiled AF.
Starting a soft feud between the two. Oops. Kim, however, let it slide when North called her out on socials, sharing that her mom talks different in her videos.
I got this.
Is that what I say? Is that what I sound like?
No sharing location. Another obvious rule for the Kar Jenner kids is that they aren't allowed to share their location with followers. The family is often jetting around and prefer a touch of privacy from paparazzi and fans. Some followers even thought it was unsafe when North went live while at home, indicating her location to millions of viewers. On top of not sharing their locations, Courtney also initially wanted her kids' profiles to be private only. When they're old enough to have solo profiles, we bet they won't be following through with this rule. Plug mom and dad. Some fans criticized the moms letting their kids have social media accounts, claiming that they were only using them to promote their own brands. But why not? These business moguls know how to use the internet to their advantage. In one of Kim and North's first TikToks together, the pair enjoyed a spa day repping Aunt Kylie's skincare line, Kylie Skin. Kim was also criticized when she promoted her brand Skims through North's TikTok account. The 8-year-old happily shared a couple of videos of her mom's merchandise for her followers, using her videography skills to show off an orange bikini and fuzzy Skims slippers. TikTok only. For now, it's TikTok only. No Instagram, YouTube, or Twitter, at least until they're a little older. The app recently integrated parental settings for kids under 13 so they're safer while using the public platform. Parents can set limits on screen time, disable DMs, and restrict mature content depending on their preference. The Kardashian kids are only allowed to share on other platforms when they're working as a collaboration with older family members, like on Kylie's cooking show or Kourtney's YouTube videos. Parents aren't too controlling. Even though their accounts are monitored by their parents, the Kar-Jenner kids are still allowed some creative freedom on their social media pages. For example, Penelope recently showed off her grown-up style manicure, which included fake nails, while drinking a soda with mom Courtney. The 42-year-old mom of 3 took some heat for letting her daughter have fake nails, but still chose to let the video remain posted. Courtney has previously stated that she believes in letting her kids express themselves, especially through style and clothing choices. Apparently, that includes some snatched acrylics. Have fun. Kim and her siblings agree that social media should be about more than just doing things that are post-worthy. It can be fun, too.
Oh, yeah.
Kim said, because there's so many cousins, I do feel like, they grow up so normally and have so much fun. And I never want them to feel like things are for social media or anything like that. We definitely have the conversation about it. In a recent video shared to Kim and North's account, the mother-daughter duo is joined by North's little siblings, Saint and Chicago, for the Drilla freestyle remix head bobbing trend.
You can tell her.
No, good for it.
No.
It's a go.
The newest royal baby, long-awaited daughter of Prince Harry, was born at 11:40 a.m. at Santa Barbara Cottage Hospital in Santa Barbara, California, weighing 7 pounds, 11 ounces. Named in honor of her royal family, Lilibet Lily Diana Mountbatten Windsor and her mother, Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex, are both at home, settling in after the delivery of the newest royal. The name Lilibet pays homage to Lily's great-grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, who is affectionately referred to as Lilibet by close members of the royal family. Of course, her second name, Diana, was chosen to honor Prince Harry's late mother, the Princess of Wales. But despite her weighty and very royal-sounding name, there are many things about this baby's upbringing that will be decidedly not royal. Will Meghan and Harry's daughter have a shot at a normal life? We think so. There are a few things that will help her childhood be very different from that of her royal cousins.
A change.
It's a new challenge. It's a
new chapter.
What's in a name? The most obvious difference between Lilibet and her other royal family members? It's in her name. First off, you might notice that she's not called Princess Lilibet. That's because the newest royal, like her brother and their cousin August, doesn't have a royal title. Of Queen Elizabeth's 11 great-grandchildren, only 3 of them are called Prince or Princess. Historically, that title is only offered to the grandchildren of the monarch, hence why Prince William and Harry both have the title. One day, when Prince Charles ascends the throne, all 5 of his grandchildren will become Prince or Princess, which means Archie and his new sister will get a bit of a promotion. But not having a title and being able to go by her nickname Lily are 2 major things that will help give this baby a normal life. Citizen of the world. While this is actually a bit abnormal compared to the rest of the royal family, Lilibet will actually be the first royal to not be born in the UK. Past her birthplace, she's actually entitled to joint citizenship, being American by birthright, as well as a citizen of the United Kingdom because of her father, Prince Harry. Growing up in America, removed from the royal family residing at Buckingham Palace, Lilibet will be able to grow up in a more normal setting. Still the daughter of 2 major public figures, she'll be able to be left alone much more in Santa Barbara than if she were growing up in the United Kingdom. Royal engagements. Thanks to the precedent set by her parents, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, it won't be automatically expected of Lilibet that she grows up attending royal engagements, or having royal duties in adulthood for that matter. Though it isn't until adulthood that most of the royals start handling jobs or events by themselves, already Princess Charlotte, Prince George, and Prince Louis have attended numerous events and been thoroughly photographed. So the pressure is on for these kids from a very young age. Meanwhile, for Lilibet, not having the expectation of attending these events will help her have a much more normal childhood. Pics or it didn't happen. In recent years, when a royal is born, their photo has been taken by paparazzi outside of the hospital after delivery and on their parents' way home. Customarily, there's also a family photo taken at Windsor Castle as well. And with Meghan and Harry being in California, not only have they been able to make the birth announcement without the release of any photos, but they won't be expected to be a part of any formal photo anytime soon. That said, we're all dying for photos of Lilibet, so dear Sussexes, please hurry up with the baby photos. Wanderlust. Another unusual thing that is very normal inside the royal family is not traveling together. For instance, when flying, heirs are not allowed to be on the same plane. That way, in case there's an accident, the line of succession isn't as significantly disrupted. As they grow up outside of the UK and traditional senior royal protocols, one very normal thing Lilibet will get to do is travel with her parents and brother all together. It's called fashion. As time goes on, the royal family has become more relaxed with some of their sartorial expectations. We have seen lots of royals in recent years in jeans, t-shirts, and tennis shoes. But for the most part, and especially when going to any sort of public event, the female royals have been encouraged to wear dresses and skirts, even from a young age. Most of the time we see Princess Charlotte, she is smocked dresses and skirts, with her hair done neatly and her clothes pressed. Of course, this is what we would expect from a young princess, which makes Lilibet's fashion freedom all the more liberating. We're assuming, based on her mother's sense of style, that Lily will still be a very well-dressed little girl. But if she wanted to wear shorts and a t-shirt every day of her young life, she could do just that. Mind your manners. In addition to a more relaxed dress code through childhood, Lily will also not be expected to have the same etiquette training as other royal children have. Of course, growing up with holidays at Sardringham would suggest that she'll still learn how to properly address her family members, how to curtsy, and basic table manners. But the more intricate ins and outs of royal etiquette, Lily won't be expected to know. For instance, she'll be allowed to cross her legs if she wants to. Hard to imagine that this is such a significant shift to normalcy. Politically minded. Since the palace is separate from Parliament in the United Kingdom, a practice for royal family members is to stay out of politics and even refrain from voting. Keeping the royals out of the work or Parliament helps to keep them as figureheads of the state, diplomats, and head of the Church of England. But as a royal family member only by blood, young Lilibet can be as politically minded as she'd like when she grows up, sharing her social and political opinions, voting, even running for office if she feels so inclined. And given the humanitarian work of her parents, we wouldn't be surprised to see this baby grow up to be just as aware of the world she's living in and working hard to make it a better place. Bon appétit! While there are many odd rules that come with living at Buckingham Palace, one thing you might not know is that royals aren't allowed to eat garlic or shellfish. Rather, the Queen doesn't allow either of those things to be included on palace meals, and informally discourages royals from indulging outside of the palace as well. With so many conversations at events, the garlic is a simple breath protection measure. As for the shellfish, the Queen doesn't like to risk food poisoning. But now, living outside the palace, Lilibet is allowed to be like every other California girl, enjoying fresh seafood, and can season it with as much garlic as she'd like. Privacy, please. The most significant difference that will make Lilibet have a more normal life will be her level of privacy. Of course, like any celebrity child, her parents will have to put measures in place to keep the paparazzi from capturing too many candid or private moments. But without public engagements or royal duties for the Sussexes, Meghan and Harry will have much more control than what is usual of how much access the public has to their family, and especially their children. Already since stepping down, Meghan and Harry have kept Archie's face out of more recent family photos, only sharing him when they want to. We can expect the same approach when it comes to Lilibet, and the privacy doesn't stop at photos. While in the UK, one of Harry's main complaints was regarding the London tabloids feeling as though they had a right to access what they wanted of the royal family. But across the pond in sunny California, that expectation doesn't exist. And at their home in Santa Barbara, the Sussexes are free to live their lives. Khloe Kardashian makes her 3-year-old daughter True follow some pretty strict rules. Are any fans surprised that Khloe Kardashian keeps her house in order using a strict routine, schedule, and organization? The Good American founder revealed that even though she and her sisters have a lot in common, she doesn't always agree with their styles of parenting. When it comes to raising True, Khloe sticks to some very strict rules.
And I just feel like it's now time to have another kid.
Yep.
Strict schedule for bedtime. In her Mom Confessions interview with Ellen DeGeneres, Khloe confessed that her big parenting must is having a schedule and sticking to it. The Keeping Up with the Kardashians alum said, "I'm really strict. I have a schedule. I'm very militant with how I parent True, and I believe that a schedule saves everything. It totally makes sense that having set bedtimes is helpful for keeping 3-year-old True in check." Meal routine. In addition to a strict schedule, Khloe also said that having set meal times is a lifesaver. Kids thrive on routine, and that's something that Khloe takes seriously. Since turning her health kick into a permanent lifestyle, Khloe has been eating healthy and knows a lot about nutrition that she can pass on to her daughter. In an interview with USA Today, Khloe once shared that eating healthy is about more than just staying fit. She said, "It shows how strong I am, mentally." Khloe's balanced diet includes a morning shake, fruit throughout the day, and meals with plenty of protein like chicken, eggs, almonds, and veggies. Organization. Fans of the star in her various reality shows already know that organization is a huge part of Khloe's life. It's what allows her to run multiple businesses, be a social media influencer, raise her daughter, and spend quality time with family and friends. Khloe said, "I'm incredibly clean and organized. I like everything in its place. I'm very regimented." The star also admitted that she's passing on her intense need for organization to True. Khloe said that the 3-year-old already loves everything to be in its proper spot. Khloe said, "I don't want that for True, but she already has so much of that. I feel so bad she has so much of it so young, but every toy has to be put back exactly where she got it from. Not from me. That's what she does." Hard work. Khloe shared that although True seems to be taking on her cleaning habits, she doesn't push the organization rules on her daughter, telling True it's okay to live in a mess. Even though Khloe says that messes make her cringe inside. Something Khloe does hope that True inherits is her strong work ethic. In April of 2021, Forbes reported that Khloe's net worth was around $40 million. Thanks to her work on her family shows and her various spin-offs, the mom of one has also built up her own empire over the years, creating her Good American clothing line, the Revenge Body Project, a popular true crime series, and a long list of endorsement deals. No Keeping Up with the Kardashians. The reality show that ran for 20 seasons wasn't always family-friendly. Khloe, Kim, Courtney, and the rest of the gang got into some heated arguments on camera that didn't always end with kind words. So yeah, we get why Khloe won't let her daughter watch the show, at least until she's a little older.
Maybe it's the baby. Maybe she's,
Don't bring True into this.
Of course, that doesn't include the occasional kid-friendly YouTube video from time to time. Khloe admitted that when she takes True out to restaurants, she often lets the toddler watch videos on her phone to help her stay calm and relaxed in the public setting. No Grandma Kris. True isn't the only youngster who's forced to follow this hilarious rule in the Kar-Jenner family. Kris may be a grandmother to nearly 11 grandkids, but she does not want to be called Grandma. Kris definitely isn't your typical grandmother. The momager revealed that North, Mason, Penelope, and the other older kids call her Lovey. Kris told Daily Mail, "At first I was Grandma, and all of a sudden I didn't like the way that sounded. My mom had a friend called Lovey, and I thought that was the cutest name." True, Stormi, Chicago, and the other younger kids probably will also be forbidden from using the G word around Kris. Quality family time. Saying the Kardashian and Jenner family are close is an understatement. Khloe and her sisters don't always get along, but they know how important it is to spend time together and often go on vacation as a family or host family-only birthday parties for the siblings and cousins to bond. Khloe also ensures that True spends time with the other side of her family and recently shared a fun outing with Tristan Thompson's son, Prince, whom he shares with his ex, Jordan Craig. True and Prince are close in age, and the NBA player shared some snaps of the kids enjoying an arcade. One-on-one time. Despite all the challenges of motherhood, Khloe shared that being a parent has allowed her to become more empathetic. She said, I'm so in love and obsessed with my daughter and seeing life through her eyes. I wouldn't change a thing. Khloe also sees spending time alone with True as super important, doing her best to be a hands-on parent. The star pointed out that 3 is the best age, and that she can't wait until True is a little older and they can have some in-depth bestie conversations. Recently, the mother and daughter duo both tested positive for COVID and were quarantined alone at home. The silver lining? Getting in some quality one-on-one time together. Different from her sisters. Khloe also recently revealed that her strict parenting styles, rules, and routine don't quite jive with all of her other sisters and the way they choose to parent their kids. Khloe said, "Not all of my siblings are the same." But the star wasn't interested in revealing who she was referring to, saying, "I'll not tell you which ones." It's pretty obvious, however, that Khloe is talking about Kourtney's relaxed parenting choices. Honesty. Khloe was quick to admit that she doesn't know everything and sometimes struggles with finding the right way to deal with True. She said, "The warning is, no one really knows what they're doing." So true! Khloe also said, "We all just pretend that we do, and I don't care how many kids you have, I think it's exhausting for everyone." No unsolicited advice. Parents of young kids keep constantly dealing with advice coming from every direction. Especially since Khloe had sisters with kids already, she's likely heard all kinds of parenting advice and suggestions from fans and social media comments on how to raise True.
Some advice is great, but it's also not what you say, it's how you say it.
In an interview with Cosmopolitan UK, Khloe addresses the issue, saying, "I've learned that you can't just post anything because people will comment and say the craziest things. People give unsolicited commentary no matter what you do, so I try and keep True stuff as clear and as simple as I can for her sake. I don't want that energy on my child. Leave her alone." Luckily, Khloe knows that for her daughter, she knows best and is raising True the way she sees fit. Co-parenting rules. Even when Khloe and Tristan Thompson aren't officially together, they maintain True's regular routine and have become experts at co-parenting. With 2 busy careers and schedules, it helps to keep things organized. Khloe has shared that she is True's primary parent, but she encourages Tristan to have an active role in his daughter's life. In the summer of 2021, the pair were fully submerged in a healthy co-parenting routine that allowed them to get along, take care of True, and avoid any unnecessary drama. Although, a little drama never hurt anyone. Stylish parties only. This may not be a hard rule for the Kardashians, but it seems like the go big or go home mindset applies to any parties or events hosted by the fam. Kids' birthdays aren't excluded from the habit of throwing lavish, over-the-top nights of fun. For True's 3rd birthday, Khloe went all out, putting together an incredible Disney princess-themed party. Khloe and True wore matching lavender dresses, posing in rooms filled with balloons. True had visits from some special guests like Elsa from Frozen and Tiana from The Princess and the Frog. Physical activity. The Revenge Body star knows the ins and outs of staying in shape and works hard to maintain a healthy lifestyle. That's definitely something that Khloe is passing on to her daughter. With a professional athlete for a dad, we can bet that True will have a love of a sport and exercise as she gets older. For now, Khloe is bringing True to weekly gymnastics lessons. True also showed off her gravity-defying skills in a recent video from her classes. Body positivity. Khloe has been open about the struggles she faced with self-love and body positivity. In an interview with Health magazine, the Revenge Body star said, "I've actually always had a really unhealthy relationship with food." When asked what led to her insecurities, Khloe said, "I guess just from society or how people critiqued my body," adding that she doesn't want True to go down the same path. Khloe said she wants to teach True about healthy eating so that she can be confident and happy. She said, "So it really is not about physical appearance. That's a byproduct. You can tell when someone is genuinely happy from the inside out." Ever wonder what it would be like having Queen Bey for a mom? Who wouldn't want Beyonce and Jay-Z as their parents? Sounds like a pretty cool life. Bey and Jay's kids have it made. As the offspring of 2 of the music industry's biggest stars, Blue Ivy and twins Rumi and Sir get to hang out with the biggest stars, attend award shows, and experience a lavish life. Aside from all the glam, Beyonce and Jay-Z's kids also have to follow some interesting rules. Here's what it's really like to be Blue Ivy, Rumi, and Sir Carter. Being guides in a supportive environment. When it comes to parenting their kiddos, Beyonce and Jay-Z like to keep it down to earth. Much like their relationship, family comes first and careers come second. Jay-Z once said of his marriage to Beyonce, "We were never a celebrity couple. We were a couple that happened to be celebrities." Beyonce and Jay-Z provide their kids with a loving, supportive environment. They ensure that their kids feel safe and promote self-reliance, curiosity, confidence, and independence. Jay-Z feels that parents are guides for their kids to help them find the right path. To help Blue Ivy reach her full potential, Jay-Z and Beyonce hired their little girl a confidence coach when she was 5 years old. The specialist worked with Ivy on art, music, and literature projects to help build her confidence as a person of color and release her own Sasha Fierce, choosing their own career paths. Blue Ivy and her little twin siblings have two very powerful and successful parents to look up to. Although Beyonce and Jay-Z have carved their way through the top tier of the music industry, the parents encourage their kids to follow whatever career path feels right for them. 9-year-old Blue Ivy may decide to pursue music, or she may want to be a doctor, a lawyer, a politician, or a business owner. Who knows? The world is this kid's oyster. Jay-Z told Sunday Times, "What if my child doesn't want to be in music or sports? I have no idea, right? But as long as your child feels supported and feels loved, I think anything is possible." Beyonce also told Vogue, "It's important to me that they see themselves as CEOs, as bosses, and that they know they can write the script for their own lives, that they can speak their minds, and they have no ceiling." While their career choice will be their own choice, for now, Bey and Jay are focusing on the most important part of parenting, letting their kids be kids. Body positivity. Beyonce has always been a big supporter of the body positivity movement, which encourages women and men with larger bodies or darker skin to love themselves and feel confident despite what the media determines is beautiful. Beyonce is actively teaching all 3 of her kids that they're beautiful, dark skin and natural hair included. Her music videos and songs often talk about loving yourself through adversity and remembering that your skin and hair tell stories of your heritage. What a wonderful thing to teach her kids! The singer told Good Morning America, "It was so important to me in Brown Skin Girl that we represented all different shades of brown, and I wanted every character to be shot in a regal light." The star has shared that after having her kids, she finally fully accepted her body as it is. She told Vogue, "During my recovery, I gave myself self-love and self-care, and I embraced being curvier. I accepted what my body wanted to be." When it comes to helping Blue Ivy, Rumi, and Sir grow up with self-love, these kids have some great role models. Spending time together. These musical parents know how essential it is to spend time with their kids. Money doesn't buy happiness, but time together as a family can build a well-rounded life, even for the kids of uber-famous celebs. In 2011, Jay-Z told GQ, "Parenting has its ups and downs, and you're going to make mistakes, but the biggest reward is being around." In 2018, Beyonce took all 3 kids on tour with the family. The twins were only 1, but the family made it work to hang out together backstage. Beyonce and Jay-Z often travel together as a family and make it a priority to have family dinners together regularly. Queen Bey isn't the best cook, but she does have a specialty, which she makes for the kids when she can. She says, "I'm good at spaghetti and sandwiches. I know they're easy, but they're my specialty." She told Express that for Thanksgiving, her mom Tina Knowles usually does the cooking. Emotions are encouraged. Beyonce and Jay-Z promote an environment that allows their kids to be open with their emotions and feelings. They're allowed to cry and show emotion, and the parents take those opportunities to help the kids be self-aware and kind. Beyonce told Vogue in 2018 that the same rules apply for the girls as for her son, Sir. "I want him to know that he can be strong and brave, but that he can also be sensitive and kind. I want my son to have a high emotional IQ where he is free to be caring, truthful, and honest." Encouraging music. While Blue Ivy, Sir, and Rumi are allowed to choose their own life path, music is encouraged in the Carter household. Blue Ivy has already begun her career with a running start.
Blue, congratulations, she won a Grammy tonight.
In 2021, Blue Ivy won her first Grammy Award for Best Music Video for the song Brown Skin Girl, making her the second youngest musician to win this award. Jay-Z shared in an interview with Rap Radar podcast that Ivy has a natural talent for music. He said of their collab, "So I start playing the beat, and she went and got the headphones and climbed on the little stool, and then she just started rapping." Blue Ivy learned that the music industry is hard work, but it has its perks. You know, like hanging out with celebrities and wearing incredible fashion. Since she was a toddler, Beyonce and Jay-Z's oldest daughter has attended music events, galas, concerts, and award shows with her parents. For the VMAs in 2020, Blue rocked a dress by designer Mishka Aoki worth an estimated $11,000. If the budding star doesn't want to pursue music, she could also look at a career in fashion. Lots of love. Jay-Z and Beyonce are busy building an empire that spans music, visual videos, fashion, and business. But they also know that handing over a fortune to their kids is not the most important thing about being a parent. As Jay-Z said to the Sunday Times, "Feeling loved is the most important thing a child needs, you know?" At the Carter home, cuddles are encouraged, and there's no physical punishment or spankings allowed. When the kids were young, Beyonce spent lots of quality time getting to know her baby's individual personalities. Beyonce also feels that the kids can explore any religion or future relationship they think is right. As she told Vogue, as long as they're authentic, respectful, compassionate, and empathetic, they can explore any religion, fall in love with any race, and love who they want to love. A little help doesn't hurt. Since Beyonce and Jay-Z are often busy with their music and businesses, they have help from nannies. To ensure that their childcare help follows the same parenting approach, Beyonce made a nanny rulebook called Daily Program for Blue Ivy as per Mrs. Carter, when Blue was a baby. The rulebook has been updated a few times since, as the parents continue to learn and grow along with their 3 kids. No matter how busy they are, they and Jay still do their best to do the kids' school drop-offs. Exposure to art and sports. Along with plenty of music, they and Jay's kids are also exposed to art and sports. The family often attends concerts, art shows, and sports games together. Growing up, Blue Ivy attended plenty of NBA games with her dad. In March 2020, the pair were courtside for a game for some father-daughter bonding time. Beyonce is also a big fan of fine art and takes the kids to visit museums and galleries when traveling. Expensive gifts. The best gift that Jay-Z and Beyonce can give their 3 kids is, of course, love and time together. But that doesn't mean they can't spoil their kid crew now and then. They and Jay don't mind setting aside their holistic approach to parenting when it comes to gifts. Blue Ivy Carter is no stranger to the lavish lifestyle and expensive gifts for birthdays and holidays. Since her parents are 2 of the wealthiest musicians in the world, their combined net worth coming in at around $1 billion, Blue benefits from her parents' life of mansions, luxury cars, and designer clothing. For a recent birthday, Blue received a Barbie doll adorned in real diamonds. The gift cost her parents around $80,000, on top of the $200,000 birthday party. The twins also received some lavish gifts early on, including custom-made cribs and bedding worth over $100,000. When it comes to raising Stormi Webster, Kylie Jenner is more of a hands-on mom than you may think. The CEO, reality star, businesswoman, and cosmetics queen may have a lot of jobs, but being a mom is a role that Kylie takes the most seriously. The star has some help from nannies and aunties with the job of raising her 3-year-old daughter, but Kylie is still hands-on with Stormi and is instilling some important values in the mini fashionista. Besides a closet full of designer clothes and bags, little Stormi has some important rules she has to follow as long as King Kylie is in charge. Humble reminders. When your mom just happens to be a CEO of one of the world's biggest cosmetic companies, your life may be slightly different than other kids your age. The life that Stormi Webster knows is one of total luxury. Thankfully, Kylie Jenner is teaching her growing daughter how to stay humble. Kylie has said that she regularly reminds Stormi that the way they live isn't normal. Kylie is doing her best to help Stormi understand their fame and privilege. Kylie told Harper's Bazaar, "I'm just trying my best, even though she's still little, to remind her how blessed we are." From the patience and manners that Stormi showed off during the fruit snack challenge, Kylie's lessons are clearly paying off.
Did you win? Yeah. Okay, you can have 3.
Despite their incredible wealth, Stormi is learning about respect and humility. Don't look! When you're as famous as the Jenner family, paparazzi and crowds of fans come with the job. However, since Stormi was born, Kylie has been protective over her image and face being shared online, unless she's the one doing the sharing, that is. When Stormi was a baby, Kylie would make guests check their phones at the door to ensure that Stormi wasn't the subject of any unplanned photo shoots. Now that Stormi's getting older, Kylie is teaching her daughter how to handle it when the cameras are near. It's impossible to avoid the Hollywood media creeping on their everyday outings, but Kylie knows how to capitalize on the fame and attention, using her platform to build successful businesses. Now, she's showing her daughter how to manage it as well. Looks like Stormi has that "don't bother me" look pretty much down. Internet free. As Kylie teaches Stormi about how to handle fame and fortune, the mom of one is still navigating how to introduce Stormi to the negative side of being famous. So far, Kylie has kept Stormi away from the negativity and internet backlash that comes with living in the public eye. Kylie said, "I think about it a lot because the world is just so crazy now. Exposing her to all of the negativity that comes with the internet, I think about that too." Kylie, however, knows that it all comes with the territory of her life. And Stormi's. She's also taking notes from her older sister Kim, who had to explain to her daughter, North, why their family is so famous. Kim offered a to-the-point explanation.
My name is Kim Kardashian.
No.
And Daddy is Kanye West. And Daddy is a singer, performer. Mommy has so many talents I can't even begin to name them.
Well put, Kim. Homeschool preschool. After 10th grade, Kylie and Kendall Jenner were homeschooled so they could focus on the family business, aka reality TV, and their own budding careers. The sisters worked with Novel Education Group, a tutoring program that let them study independently. Thanks to their lack of school dances and football games, the sisters were able to pour everything into their cosmetics and modeling aspirations. Now that Stormi is almost ready for kindergarten, do you think Kylie will opt to homeschool? At least for now, Stormi is rocking that preschool life and looking pretty fashionable while doing it. As for whether or not Stormi will take over the family business, Kylie told Forbes in 2018, "Maybe one day I'll pass this on to Stormi, if she's into it." Hands-on parenting. As a working mom, Kylie has help from nannies and family for Stormi's daily care. Although, she's also shared that she's very hands-on and gets Stormi up, dressed, and ready for preschool. Kylie has shared that her parenting style comes from her good memories of her dad, Caitlyn Jenner, driving her to school every day as a kid. She said, "My dad was the best growing up. Never missed a sports game, took us to school every day, and our school was like 45 minutes from our house." Despite being a businesswoman, Kylie manages everything seamlessly.
It's hard to manage mom life and work life sometimes.
To help, Kylie made Stormi a bedroom and playroom at the Kylie Cosmetics offices so she could still spend time with her daughter while working. Cousin bond. If there's one thing the Kar-Jenners instill in their next generation, it's the importance of family. For a group that seems to always be in one feud or another, these sisters have each other's backs. Stormi may be an only child, but Kylie is ensuring that her daughter forms lifelong bonds with her cousins. Stormi's third birthday party was a cousins-only celebration, despite the loosening of restrictions on gatherings in LA. Stormi often hangs out with Little True, Dream, North, Penelope, Chicago, and Psalm. We can't wait to see these little ones growing up together. Kylie told Harper's Bazaar that she does feel some pressure to give Stormi a sibling and described the close bond she had with Kendall while growing up. "Kendall and I were so close in age. We had a close bond, but we are definitely polar opposites. But it works out. We don't ever cross. She does her thing and I do mine. Then we come together and have a great time." Coordinated co-parenting. Even though Kylie and Stormi's dad, Travis Scott, haven't always been officially a couple, they've found a way to successfully co-parent their daughter. Stormi has two parents who love and support her, and that's the goal. Kylie and the Astro World rapper agree on most parenting things and coordinate well to raise Stormi. As she gets older, the family of three makes an effort to spend time together for parties, vacations, and events. Kylie said that for co-parenting, she looks to her own parents for inspiration. "We both love Stormi and want what's best for her. We stay connected and coordinated." Kylie added that she thinks about Chris and Caitlyn in situations with Stormi, what they would do. "They were very hands-on with me, and I want the same for Stormi." Dog people. What's a better life lesson for a kid than taking care of a pet? Training dogs teaches kids responsibility, and Stormi is getting that lesson times 5. Kylie Jenner's household is home to 5 pups. Norman, Bambi, Rosie, Harley, and Kevin are the Italian greyhound dogs that Kylie and Stormi take care of. Kylie's nannies and staff do most of the dog walking and care, but growing up with pets is great for kids like little Stormi. Are you surprised to find out that the makeup mogul is such a dog person? Enjoy life. Another rule that Kylie is teaching 3-year-old Stormi is the importance of enjoying life. What's the use of being a billionaire if you don't treat yourself and your family once in a while? For Stormi's recent birthday, Kylie organized a girls' trip to Turks and Caicos. Kylie flew Stormi, Kim, Courtney, Khloe, and the girl cousins to a private beach getaway. The group stayed in a tropical private villa and had some sand and sun fun with the kids. Kylie also brought along 2 of her gal pal besties, Stacy and Victoria. Stormi is learning about the good life and getting to know how to enjoy a little luxury with fashion and vacations. Body acceptance. Kylie is also teaching Stormi about the importance of body acceptance and self-love. Having confidence is part of the Kar-Jenner way, and Kylie, like her sisters, has dealt with plenty of insulting comments about her body and looks. She's showing her daughter that while beauty and fashion are part of their lives, loving yourself comes first. She said, "I want to be an example for her. What kind of example would I be if she said she doesn't like her ears, and then I didn't like them either? I just want to teach her that. I'm trying to love myself more." Kylie told Vogue Australia that after having a baby, her body changed, but that she was able to love herself. "I feel like having a daughter has made me love myself more and accept everything about me." Who wouldn't want Kylie Jenner as a mom? Stormi Webster is one lucky toddler with a family of powerful women and moms supporting her as she grows up. Kylie is raising her daughter with some great values and rules. We can't wait to see what Stormi will take on as she gets older. The next generation of Kar-Jenner ladies is coming for you, world. Would you follow Kylie Jenner's mom rules? Let us know what you think of Kylie's parenting style in the comments.